the red pen. I want you to see how this pen has helped dealers save hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. And this very pen has also helped dealers make hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. That's this week on Think Tank Tuesday. Hi, this is Paul Potratz, and welcome to this week's Think Tank Tuesday. So I started out telling you the red pen, how the red pen will actually create profit, how it will save you money, how it will do some wonderful things. Well, I've got an assignment, and you're going to use that red pen. So I'm going to give you a list of things that I want you to gather, and then next week we're going to go step by step. But let's get started gathering the items you're going to need to become seriously profitable. And by the way, if you follow this process, this assignment through its entirety, I guarantee you, you will become seriously profitable. It's the same process we follow for all of our dealers. So let's get started. Okay, so the first item I want you to get is a red pen. I want you to get a lot of paper, a color printer, and a really big notebook because you're going to need it for a lot of notes here. You also need your laptop computer. You need a smartphone with a camera on it, of course, and you need a very quiet room. So now let's get into all the detailed stuff you need. I want you to get as far as your last 90 days of newspaper ads, if you do newspaper. I want you to get as far as your most recent TV commercials, like the last 3 or 4 TV commercials, if you're doing TV, of course. If you're doing radio, I want you to get your most recent radio commercials, like the last 3 or 4 recent radio commercials. I want you to get your recent emails from several of your employees. In other words, an email they've sent you, I want you to print that email out because you're going to need it. I want you to gather some recent direct mail pieces. I want you to get all of the printed materials, such as brochures or flyers, anything that has your dealership's name on it. I want you to walk around, and I also want you to shoot a lot of pictures of your dealership inside and out. So make sure you're going into the waiting areas, and any of the reception areas, and don't forget, I also need you to get pictures of the bathrooms, girls and the guys, because you're going to need them. You also need to get a list of the names of your 5 most recent hires and a list of your 5 longest employees. In other words, employees that have been with you for the longest amount of time. I want you to get a copy of your work orders and service, just a few of them. Get your service receipt, so any of the receipts that your service department generates, and I want you to get a copy of every automated email that's going out of your CRM to customers. I also want you to gather all of the email addresses of all of your salespeople, service people, anybody that's emailing your customers. I want you to get their email address and make sure it's the email address they are using that's going to customers. So if they're using a Yahoo, you need to know. I also need you to print copies of your splash page of your website and print copies as far as print out that page. Do a screen grab and print out a page of your individual rooftops. So go about 3 or 4 pages deep on that website. So print that out, you're going to need it. So basically what I'm asking you to do is get everything that has your dealership's name on it. Everything a customer would see, hear, or touch. So gather that list, find that room, and we're going to go to step 2. Okay, so that's a pretty long list, but I'm going to give you a week to gather it for this assignment. And then next week, we're going to meet right here, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do with this, all these items basically, and we're going to go through it step by step. And again, I guarantee you, follow this assignment, do this process, and you're going to become seriously profitable. So that's a tip for this week, and I'll see you next week. But before you go, be sure and mark your calendar. We've got a lot of opportunities for you to learn more about marketing and advertising and strategy for your dealership. So take a look at the dates. I'm going to be in a lot of different cities, and I hope to see you soon. But I'll see you next week because we're going to go seriously profitable.
Thanks for watching Think Tank Tuesday. Tune in next week for more tips in the world of automotive digital marketing from Potratz. To download this podcast or watch previous episodes, search for us on iTunes. To learn more, visit us at ppadv.com.